Good morning, friends. Today we are going to learn a new topic in the coating technology chapter, that is a thermal spraying. This thermal spraying is nothing but a kind of category of process of coating technology in which material is heated to a molten state and spread over the surface of another material to be coating to create a coating. So this proto technique is in between weld overlaying and hot dipping. In hot dipping, you melt the material and subsequently you deposit it by lapping the substrate into the molten metal. On the other hand, in weld overlaying, you basically apply high power heat source to melt the material and subsequently apply on the sub surface of the substrate. Okay, and in thermal spraying, it is a kind of versatile technique which can take care of the deposition of the low melting material as it hot dipping as well as high melting point material as is weld overlay. So where again the material is melted and subsequently it is coated onto the surface of the substrate by the process of spraying. This prototype technique is very easy and it is versatile in the nature. So as you are depositing it by spraying, there is a very less distortion of the substrate. There is a very low, very good bonding at the interface, but bonding is not as strong as in weld overlaying or maybe in hot dipping process, because the mechanism of bonding is basically interlocking and there is a very little decision at the this at the interface. Okay, so usually this particular technique is a versatile technique as I have mentioned, because this technique can be applied for the wide range of materials, maybe starting from the polymeric material to the high melting ceramic material, and deposition speed is very fast. There is negligible heat affected zone. The process is very much environmental friendly, and there is a superior coating properties, low substrate distortion, and much more economical as compared to the that of high-end processing like laser or electron beam processing, and it is capable of deposition on heat sensitive material also. So this process is very much unique process, and you have to choose process parameter as well as process technique in terms of heat source carefully, so that you get the desired coating onto the surface of the substrate. Now let us discuss about the classification. So now according different varieties of thermal spray deposition techniques that are available, if you just quickly go through this technique or maybe classification of thermal spray deposition technique, you can broadly classify into the four categories like flame spray deposition, electric arc spray deposition, plasma spray deposition, and kinetic deposition, that is kinetic spraying process. So as the name implies, in first term, that is a flame spray deposition, you use a acetylene flame as the source of heat, and for electrical arc you are using the electrical arc as a source of heat. Plasma arc, you use plasma arc as a source of heat. And on other hand, in kinetic spraying you do not use any kind of heat source for melting purpose. This is basically, it is also known as cold spraying process, because material is in the form of unmolded state. User set user your maybe a semi molten state, you avoid the overheating of the powder so that there is a degradation of the powder. So this particular kinetic spraying technique is mostly applied for the deposition of polymeric material or nanostructure material, where there is a scope of degradation of the microstructure because of heat. Now if you talk about different sub classification, then the uh, flame strain, you will find that the subclassification are based on the way you are using the precursor material. It is maybe in the form of powder, it may be in the form of wire, or it may be in the form of arc, rod. And if it is in the form of powder, then there may be conventional flame spraying or detonation gun flame spraying or velocity oxyfuel flame. Then again under the high velocity category there are the again sub classification like oxyfuel, oxy kerosene, air kerosene, depending on the kind of fuel you are used for burn efforts of the heat generation by burning. So you will find that powder spraying may be in the form of conventional or detonation gun. How you are producing the, how you are igniting the this oxyacetylene fuel, and high velocity wind velocity is very high above the sonic velocity. So again your fuel might be different depending on the kind of heat you need for the generation of heat as well as for the development of cooling. Now on other hand, it may be in the form of wire or in the form of rod, as I have mentioned below the flame. So if it is in the form of wire or it is in the form of rod, then it has to be only under conventional category, because under detonation gun or high velocity category you do not use, you cannot use wire as a precursor material for the deposition. On the other hand, a rod, when you use a precursor, there also it has to be conventional flame spraying. Then if you talk about electrical arc, second, that is electric arc spraying. This may be your electric arc spraying or inert electric arc spraying, or maybe chamber spraying, where you use special chamber for development of the coating, and under plasma, uh, it may be their plasma or air plasma spraying, or maybe chamber spray, plasma spraying. So in air plasma spraying, you plasma spraying operation, you do spraying in normal environment where there is a environmental only, air is the environmental. On the other hand, in chamber plasma spraying, you can use inert chamber, low pressure chamber, surrounding chamber, hyperbaric chamber, or underwater chamber, depending on the kind of material you are going to deposit onto the substrate. And last we will talk about the kinetic. Kinetic spraying is basically old process where you do not heat the powder, and you basically use very high velocity for spraying operation, as a result of which kinetic spraying is very safe process, but can only be applied for low melting point material coating. So these are in general classification of thermal spray deposition process. Now if you quickly go through the technique in detail, you will find the how the technique is, how is spraying is done. This is a typical spray torch where you basically can use any heat source for the generation. So here I have shown the torch, and this is, and in the torch you basically you inner inject powder, and powder particle size usually it is 45 to 60 micron, and if it is too low, in a dimension, like if it is a powder particle size in submicron, then there will be problem of agglomeration of particle, there is problem of flying of the particle. So usually most of heat based process used a microsized particle of the order of 45 to 60 micron particle dimension. And if you are interested to use nano sized particle for spraying purpose, you have to agglomerate it and subsequently spray dye and make it with the particle size of that level. And certainly nano size particle does not mean that uh, powder part powder particle size is nano, it is grain size or crystalline size in nano dimension. So your particle nano size, it may be nano size grain size, your particle that is grain size, okay, and crystalline. So particle is actually fed or injected near to the tip of the flame, and then it is melted Okay, you can see here molten particle, and with the help of high velocity, that oxygen, maybe high velocity of oxygen or high velocity inert gas or high velocity nitrogen, it is propelled and subsequently spread over the surface of the substrate. Okay, and now uh, this is about the principle. Now if you quickly see the parameters in this particular process, particular parameters are that nozzle to substrate distance, the velocity of the spraying, and the kind of heat source you are using for the spraying, as well as the powder of particle size. So these are the parameters which play a very important role in determining the microstructure as well as the composition distribution of the coated layer, and subsequently in this in its profit also. So I have mentioned in this slide some parameters. Okay, now let us quickly go for the applications of this technique. So if you quickly go through the different application of this thermal spray deposition technique, you will find that this thermal spray deposition technique can be applied for deposition of a wide variety of metallic particle like iron and steel, nickel, chromium, cobalt. It can also be applied for coating of carbides, then oxides, then the uh, ceramides, and the metal matter composite ceramides can be applied for the deposition of a self using and self fluxing alloy like nickel, carbon, silicon, or boron also. And the kinetic spraying can be applied for the polymer coating, can be applied for the corrosion resistant application like anodic coating, zinc coating, cathodic coating, stream, then stainless steel, tantalum coating, and a natural coating like aluminum and chromic oxide coating. Maybe for this technique may be used for the application like microelectronics, biomaterials, or polymeric application for improving the nodes checking property. Okay, so here these are the applications about the thermal spray technique. Okay, so this is about the introduction to thermal spray. Thank you.